50 Tastes of Grey, starter, cucumber, radish and tomato salad. Bish.
Jake, main, beef bourguignon, bash.
Danielle, dessert, chocolate orange mousse, bosh. Yeah, I did that well.
So I'm going to be wanting some green lettuce, so I think this one here looks quite nice. So I think we'll take him. I'm going to need some radishes, so I know that I've got some of those over here that are going quite nicely. So I'll find a few nice radishes that we can use. One more I think. Take this one here. They look good. Now I'm going to want some red lettuce, so pick one of these are all quite big. Take the smallest one. Let's take this one here. He looks like a nice one. Just come into the greenhouse. I'm going to want a couple of tomatoes to go with the salad. This one feels nice and ripe. We'll take him. These ones here look nice. I'll take a couple of these. So there's my crops I've selected. I've separated the lettuce, picked off the small baby leaves and put them into a bowl. So I'm just going to give those a rinse now, and then it's just a case of chopping the veg nicely and presenting it on some individual plates. So I've chosen to do a garden salad this week, not because I'm lazy and I didn't want to do anything difficult, but Jake's doing a beef bourguignon and Danielle's doing a chocolate orange mousse, so both quite heavy meals. So I thought something nice and light for a starter that's not going to fill us up and bloat us out too much. So it's a good opportunity to use up some of the lovely fresh produce from the garden. So not much for me to show this week, but as you can see I've prepared my vegetables, chopped those in how I'm going to like them on my salad. So my recipe says next to crack open a beer and drink it. So I've presented my salad on the plate, quite happy with how that looks, and that for me is service. So here we have a tomato, relish and cucumber salad with a balsamic vinegar and crispy croutons. Bon appetit.
Merci.
Love salad. Bing. Hey.
2 out of 3.
Thought it was good. Salad, I think the pros is coming from the garden. It was quick to make, it was simple, and something that I mentioned is that because it was so light and easy to eat, it leaves you wanting more.
Lovely for me, I think, especially on a hotter day, when you've been out in the sun, that'd be really refreshing, setting you up for a nice evening meal. So definitely served from me.
The only reason why I swerved is not because the salad and how it was made and how it looked, but purely because I'm not a fan of salad, so sorry.
So first step is to marinate the meat, so I need to cut that up into small chunks. Okay, I've now got to add what we think is a few bay leaves. Please tell us if we've picked up the wrong thing. Never used them before. Now I'm going to add some thyme. Yeah, just feels like dry twigs to me, but
Smells nice.
does smell good. Some pepper very quickly. And then the last step is to add a cheap bottle of red wine. Guesses in the comments for how much this bottle of wine actually cost us. It then just needs to go and sit in the fridge, supposedly overnight. Okay, first step for me is to take my marinated beef and I've got to strain the sauce out. So I'm just going to pour it through the sieve.
Got to do what? Strain it.
Strain it. Yeah, oh, I've lost one bit of beef. Oh, great. Just going to fish that bit of beef out. Right, the pan's nice and hot, so I've got to chuck the beef in and just brown it off. Okay, just chopping an onion up, ready to fry in the pan once the meat is cooked. Get the meat out and into the dish, just to get it out of the way for now. Okay, just chopping up some carrots into some large chunks, onions and my carrots to the frying pan and fry them off for a few minutes. Some onions and carrots have started to colour, so I've now got to add in 3 tablespoons of flour. Okay, so I've now got to add my beef and the red wine juice. Allow that then to simmer for a couple of minutes before it then goes into the oven for a couple of hours. Beef is in the pot and now it's going in the oven. It's going to be in there for a couple of hours. So, hey Siri, set a timer for 2 hours.
Okay, timer set.
Okay, so while the beef's in the oven cooking, I need to prepare a couple of things to be able to fry off just as it's about to finish. So I'm going to cut up another onion and I've got a few mushrooms to chop up as well. So those who know me know that I love a big knob of butter with my mushrooms. So I'm just going to put a dollop of that in now while the pan's getting hot. And let them sizzle away for a few minutes until they go nice and brown. So I'm going to chuck in some bacon lardons now as well and fry those up. And then they'll be ready to add to the beef bourguignon as it comes out of the oven. So I've got to commit a French sin and use a part-baked bread, again because the local shop owners have gone on holiday for a week, so that's left us with no fresh bread. But I'll put this in. Right, so the beef's come out of the oven, and now the onions, mushrooms and bacon lardons are going into the bourguignon. Some fresh parsley. As so many of you have commented, saying to finish the meals with a bit of parsley on top. Here we have inserts and beef bourguignon. Thank you, madam.
Not too red wine at all.
Ding.
Don't really do red wine, and it tasted an awful lot like red wine.
I really liked it. It tasted exactly like a bourguignon that I remember. I think it would be something that people would expect us to have on a French menu, so I enjoyed it. So that's a serve from me.
I also thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was really yummy, and I'm normally the fussy eater of this group, and I think that's saying something. I thought it was quite nice.
Save you all commenting on where the accompaniments are. We know that next time we have new potatoes and fresh vegetables, but very tasty. Good effort. Well done.
Spoon 4 fluid ounces of thick cream. Yeah. Whisking it up. Oh, so I'm going to pop my cream into the fridge for a bit. So I've got my eggs, orange juice and sugar. I'm going to whisk them up again. I need to keep whisking my eggy mixture over a simmering heat. Okay, so now I've got to mix in my chocolate. Beating my egg whites until foamy. 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 sugars, and whisk on high. So I'm just going to fold in this mixture into my chocolate, keeping it nice and fluffy. Now I'm going to blend my whipped cream in. This could go to pot.
Let's hope so.
Ah.
Good start. Off to a flyer. Oh, nice technique. She's going to go for one more spoonful. Oh, she's going to bottle it.
Just covering my mousse with plastic wrap to go into the fridge. Gonna add some whipped cream. Right guys, 3 desserts.
What do we have?
You have a chocolate orange mousse here with a little bit of cream and orange segment on top.
Mm.
It's nice and orangey though.
Oh.
Ding!
Another relatively easy one to make. Oh, tastes really good. Reminded me of a Terry's chocolate orange.
Yep, concur with all of that. Really nice. Could have eaten another one of them.
I think the only thing that I was thinking, it could have a few more bubbles, a bit more air in it to make it more moussey, but overall, very nice.
Well done.